guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be a good one. I actually just got these in the mail literally like 2 minutes ago. FedEx just knocked on my door and dropped them off. I did apply one color and then I was like, wait, I should do a swatching video instead, so I just wiped it off. But as you can see, just from that, it left a staining effect. I went in with a makeup wipe, but these are brand new from MAC. First of all, the presentation. These are the MAC Liptensity, and it says that it's using their new high frequency tetrachromatic. I just bit my tongue so hard. Why? Try that again. Groundbreaking high frequency tetrachromatic pigments technology. That sounds fancy. These are going to be available online September 20th and then in store September 21st through November 17th. So I'm super excited about these. I'm not even gonna lie, when I opened these, I was really excited, but then at the same time, I was like, I just did a decluttering video. I think we'll go counterclockwise instead. Swatch all of these colors for you. Can't really tell you much about the formula because like I said, I literally just got them, but I was like, hey, if they're gonna be available this month, then you guys are probably going to want swatches. That way you can see which ones you wanna get, which ones you don't. So after you guys see these swatches, leave your comments down below. Let me know which ones were your favorite. And yeah, let's go ahead and get on into it. The very first color we have here is called Gumball. I like that the lid is the coordinating color just because that makes it easier, because I'm not someone who always remembers the names. If I were just to look at like a random color and it was like matte cupcake or something, I would have no idea what that color looked like. So the lids are very helpful in my opinion. The bullet looks like it's cut pretty similar to kind of like the Revlon lip butters. It's like at that slant. So let's go ahead and pull this puppy on. My lips are a little bit crusty, I'm not gonna lie. I've been bad about applying my lip balm at night for the last couple of nights because when I filmed, I left my lip balm in here and normally it's on my nightstand. That just like reminds me to be like, hey girl, your lips be crusty, put some of this on. But since it's been in here, I haven't been applying it and I've noticed a big difference. Texture wise, it just feels like a normal lipstick. For whatever reason, when I saw these and just from the pictures, since they had such like a high gloss finish, I thought it was gonna be something really, really glossy. There definitely is a sheen to it, but it feels really comfortable on the lips and it smells exactly like all of MAC's other lipsticks. Just a really soft vanilla scent. I probably should have pulled these out prior to filming, but you know me, I like to make everything difficult for myself. Okay, shade number 2 is called Postmodern. This one, at least from the packaging, looks like it's going to be more on the corally side. I went ahead and did a quick lip scrub because I'm like, okay, I cannot be having crusty lips for a lip swatching video because that's just wrong. So here we go with Postmodern. Oh, I already noticed a difference in how these are applying now that I like buffed the crusties off of my lips. Crusty is hands down one of my favorite words. I don't know what it is about that word, but I like it. Even after using a makeup wipe, look how much of that color left to stain. That's really pretty even after it wears off. That way if you were eating or drinking, you know you'd be left with like good color payoff even afterwards. The next shade looks like a cute kind of hot red orange color, and this one is called Lobster. I love that name. You're my lobster. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, this is a good one. If you are into like poppy orange shades, this is gonna be your color. I really like the finish of these lipsticks. They feel really nice and moisturizing on the lips, and it's something that has enough of a shine that you really don't have to go in with a gloss afterwards. Okay, this next shade is called Habanero. Once again, this one looks like it still has a bit of orange, but is more on the red side than Lobster. This would be a shade that would be absolutely stunning on tan skin. Not discriminating though, all us pale girls can wear it too, but I'm thinking if you had like a really deep skin tone, this color would really pop. This one is called Fireworks. I wonder if I should be putting on lip concealer between these colors, but I mean, they're pretty pigmented where I feel like either way, the shade underneath won't disrupt it too much. But either way, I'll be sure to include arm swatches as well. That way you can really compare the colors side by side. At this point, my lips are super stained. I don't want to go in too hard and end up with like chapped, painful lips tomorrow. But in my opinion, that's a good sign. It just shows that even after it wears off, you'll have a nice staining left behind. So out of all the shades here, it looks like this one's going to be the truest red, at least just judging from the packaging. This one is in the shade MULLING Spices. Oh yeah, that's like a straight up in your face red. And for whatever reason, this one feels even smoother and glossier than the other shades. Our next shade is called Life's Blood. It looks like this one isn't quite as much of a blue base red as that first one. Yeah, this is definitely more of like a pinkier toned red. I think the best way to describe this color is kind of like a red fuchsia because it's not too much of a blue base red. And I have lipstick on my teeth, story of my life. But there's definitely some pink in it. This is really pretty. So if you're someone who doesn't like a stark red, this may be a good option for you. It looks like we're slowly working our way into the pinks and the berries. So this one is in the shade Eros. Eros. This is a more wearable hot pink. I prefer this over that first shade Gumball. That one was almost too much of a powdery pink, whereas this one is like a fun hot pink, but not like crazy in your face, because I'm just not too crazy about those kind of pinks anymore, but this one is pretty. Our next shade is called, is it CLARET Cast or CLARET Cast? Is the T silent or no? I don't even know what that means. Ooh, this is like a really pretty raspberry color. Our next shade is called MARSALA. I'm thinking I'm really going to like this one. Yes, ma'am. This is so pretty and perfect for fall. I have lipstick smudges like even on my fingernails from like the effort that I took into wiping these colors off. Our next three shades are more on the purpley side. This one here is called AMBROSIAL. Ooh, so cute. These lipsticks feel so good to apply just because they feel so hydrating on the lips. This color is cute. It reminds me a lot of like spring and summer though, more so than fall. It just looks like a cute like fruity type of popsicle shade. Okay, so we're officially at the halfway point. This one here is called Hellbore. I just kicked my tripod. This one is a straight up grapey purple. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely purple. You know what this shade really reminds me of? That purple chicken nugget thing that I talked about a long time ago from McDonald's, like when McDonald's still had those characters. It's definitely a cute color, but it's just not something I would wear on a day-to-day basis, but yeah, it's something cute and different. Okay, this looks like it's going to be like an interesting kind of more grayed out purple. This one is in the shade, what do you know, Galaxy Gray. I think this lipstick would be such a fun one to do like a monochromatic look with, like matte purple grayish eyes. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. This is definitely an interesting color. I like it. It's weird, it's different, but I'm feeling it. This next shade looks super interesting. Look at the packaging. This one is called Blue Beat. Looks like a straight up midnight blue. Oh, I'm excited. Hopefully this one doesn't stain my lips too much though. Whoa. How about if I just leave it just like this? I'm really interested to see what this one's going to look like swatched on my arm, just because on my lips it's really looking purple, and I think that's because of all the staining. Earlier the staining was fine just because so many of those colors were like similar, like really pinkies and orange shades, but since this one's like a straight up blue, I think the pink is really kind of pulling more of a purple. So this one is just called Stallion. That's a perfect name. And here is, whoa, super pigmented and super creamy. This is a really good black lipstick. Some black lipsticks you can go, and then when you go in with your second coat, it'll kind of like wipe away that first coat to where you end up with like a patchy, streaky look. But this one on really, really opaque. Like I mentioned so many times already, these feel so good on the lips. They don't feel heavy. As you can see, they have that nice like subtle glossy sheen. Well, maybe not super subtle, but there's a nice sheen to them. And when you rub your lips together, it just feels really, really nice and like slick, but not like overly like slippery and greasy like a lip gloss. Now moving on to my favorites, the browns and the mauves and the nudes. This one here is called Double Fudge. Yes. Thank you so much. This is like a deep like reddish brown. Oh, I love colors like this. Next up we have the color Burnt Violet. This one looks like it's going to be another really pretty one. Lushy. This one looks a bit more sheer compared to the other colors we applied so far. It still has nice pigmentation, but it's not near as opaque. While this color is super pretty, it kind of reminds me of a black cherry. I noticed that I really kind of had to go in to build up the intensity of the color, whereas the other ones it was kind of like super opaque with just one swipe. It might just be because I've been rubbing my lips over and over again, and I don't know if there's just like an oil residue left behind, and maybe that's why it's not going on quite as clean. But it's like I'd have to go in and then in again, and you're still noticing in the center of my lips it's not quite as opaque as the other colors went on. So this one I may have to try again on another day, but I have to say I really, really do like the color. Our next shade is called Dionysius, and this looks like another reddish brown. These are my favorite kind of colors, especially in the fall and winter. Oh hot damn, this is my jam. Okay, I don't think it's anything to do with my lips because this one is gliding on really, really nicely. It had to have just been that color because that one just was not going on quite as even. Look at this. This is such like a saturated, like vampy red. Oh, this is hands down my favorite so far. Next up, it looks like another reddish brown. This one is called Cordovan. Ooh. This one's pretty, but this one is definitely more red than a red brown. That last color seriously just stole my heart. Like, I'm obsessed. But I think it's going to be hard to top after that last color. Okay, our next shade is called Toast and Butter. This looks really pretty. Oh wow, it's way more brown than I thought it was gonna be. In the tube I thought it was gonna be more of like a rosy brown, but this color is really interesting. I don't think I have anything like this. The next shade is called Smoked Almond. Why is that name so cute to me? These are the type of shades I tend to gravitate towards. If you guys watched my lipstick decluttering video, rosy, dusty, mauve-y type of brown tan tones like this, I love. Ooh. I think I like this shade more than Toast and Butter. I just find this one to be more wearable, at least on my skin tone. I still really like Toast and Butter, but this is one that I would probably keep in my purse and wear quite often. The next shade I have here is called Dough. A female. Oh, it's like the center of my lips that hurt. I wasn't very smart and I used like those Clinique makeup wipes, the Pep Start ones, and I think there's some alcohol in them. My lips be hurting, y'all. Maybe if I popped on some more bronzer, then I wouldn't look so washed out. I think too, because I have like redness and staining around my lips, it looks a little bit crazy, but the actual color is really pretty. I like it. Okay, the final two colors. The next one is called Driftwood. It looks a bit more of like a taupey type of dusty color. This one's so glossy though. Like for whatever reason, it looks even glossier than some of the other shades. This, I think like if you had a really like plummy eye and more of a tan going on, this would look really pretty. I missed the corners. So this one was called Driftwood. Okay, our 24th and final shade is called Medium Rare. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad that this is our final shade because I'm not that crazy about it. Like powdery pale type of pinks like this on me, I'm just not a fan of. They look great on other people, but this one's not really my favorite. But this is Medium Rare. Ding. All right, y'all, so there are the 24 new MAC Liptensity Lipsticks. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. My child and my dog are going insane out there, so I need to go take care of that. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.